Iran officially rejected the US ceasefire proposal. The dollar has lost over 97% of its purchasing power since the Federal Reserve was created. Gold is now at about $1,480. What could be next? Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are first in line when that next video drops. What if I told you that the single event that crashed gold by 3% in one day was actually the best thing that could happen to long-term holders? I know that sounds backwards. I know your portfolio just took a hit, and I know the headlines are screaming panic right now. But stay with me, because what happened on March 26, 2026 is not what most people think it is. There is a much bigger story underneath this drop. A story involving geopolitical breakdown, dollar manipulation, and a very specific plan that smart money is already executing. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what triggered this crash. I'm going to show you the forces that most analysts aren't talking about, and I'm going to give you a clear, honest breakdown of what I personally think comes next. By the end of this video, you'll know the real plan, why 2026 could change everything, and how I'm positioning my own money. Let's get into it. Here are the cold hard facts. On March 26, 2026, gold dropped approximately 3%. We went from trading near all-time highs to suddenly crashing into the $4,124 to $4,439 range in a single session. That is a massive single-day move for an asset that is supposed to be a store of stability. So what happened? Iran officially rejected the US ceasefire proposal. That's the headline trigger. But let me explain why that matters so deeply to gold traders and why the market reacted so violently. When Iran rejected the peace deal, risk appetite across global markets shifted instantly. The US dollar surged. Oil pushed and held above $100 per barrel. Inflation fears spiked. And institutional traders started dumping paper gold contracts at a scale that forced prices down hard. Now here's what I need you to understand. This was not organic selling pressure from physical gold holders. This was the paper market doing what the paper market always does: futures contracts, leveraged positions, algorithmic sell triggers, Wall Street games. The COMEX futures market processes hundreds of times more gold volume than actually exists in physical form. Think about that. Hundreds of times more paper gold than real gold. When panic hits, those paper positions unwind fast and violently, and the price drops in ways that have almost nothing to do with actual supply and demand for physical metal. This is the layer that most retail investors never see. You watch the price drop and you think the world is selling gold. But in reality, a handful of institutional desks are unwinding leveraged positions, and you are left holding the emotional bag. Here is what is even more shocking. Despite this massive single-day drop, physical gold premiums at dealers barely moved. The gap between paper price and physical price is widening. That gap is a signal. And I'm going to explain exactly what it means later in this video. Let's talk about the big picture first. The US dollar is strong right now on a short-term basis. That's partly why gold dipped, but zoom out. The dollar has lost over 97% of its purchasing power since the Federal Reserve was created. 97%. The money printing that happened post-2020 has never been reversed. The US national debt is now above $36 trillion, and countries across the globe are actively moving away from dollar dependency. China and Russia are settling oil trades in yuan and rubles. Saudi Arabia is opening the door to non-dollar oil transactions. The BRICS nations are building alternative financial frameworks. This is de-dollarization. It is not a theory anymore. It is happening in real time. And every step away from the dollar is a step toward gold. Central banks around the world bought over 1,000 tons of gold for the third consecutive year in 2025. They are not buying paper gold. They are buying physical bars and holding them in their own vaults. When central banks act like this, you pay attention. Here is a driver that most people completely overlook. Gold is not just a financial asset anymore. It is a critical industrial material. Advanced electronics, semiconductors, space technology, medical devices, AI hardware components. All of these sectors are consuming gold at record levels. Global AI infrastructure build-out alone is creating demand for gold in chip manufacturing that did not exist 5 years ago. Industrial demand for gold is projected to rise 18% through 2027. That demand does not care about geopolitics. It does not care about Iran or ceasefire deals. It runs 24 hours a day. And it is quietly absorbing physical supply regardless of what the paper market does on any given day. Now let's talk about the supply side. Global gold mining output has been flat to declining for years. Major new discoveries are rare. The easy deposits have already been mined, and the geopolitical environment is making extraction even harder. Active conflict zones in Africa are disrupting mining operations. Permitting delays in North America and Australia are slowing new projects. Energy costs for mining have surged with oil above $100. What if I told you the biggest buying opportunity of 2026 just opened up today? Gold dropped $126 in a single day. Silver crashed nearly $5 in 24 hours. Most beginners are panicking right now. Most beginners are about to make a massive mistake. But the smart money, I'm telling you, the smart money is doing something completely different. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what that is. Stay with me. This is the price breakdown, the brutal truth, and the step-by-step strategy you need. Right now, today, March 26, 2026. Let's get straight to the numbers. As of this morning, gold is sitting at $4,239 per ounce. That is a $126 drop from yesterday's price. But listen closely. 1 year ago today, gold was under $3,100. That means even at today's dip, you're sitting on a metal that has climbed over 1,183 in just 12 months. That is not a crash. That is a correction inside a historic bull run. Now silver. Silver is at $67.30 today, down nearly $5 from yesterday. Shocking to see on screen, right? But wait, silver has risen more than 150% over the past year alone, according to Fortune. You read that right, 150% in 12 months. So why the sudden drop? 3 reasons, and you need to understand all 3. Reason number 1, profit taking. Gold hit a jaw-dropping all-time high of $5,589 in January 2026. Investors who bought at lower levels are locking in profits. That is normal, that is healthy. Reason number 2, a stronger US dollar this week. When the dollar strengthens even temporarily, metals take a short-term hit. This is not new. This has happened dozens of times in the last decade. Reason number 3, technical correction. After any parabolic move, and gold's run from under $3,000 to over $5,500 qualifies as parabolic, the market needs to breathe. This is not a collapse. This is the market catching its breath before the next move higher. On screen, this is not the end. This is a pause. Do not confuse a correction with a reversal, because the fundamentals behind gold and silver have not changed, not even slightly. All right, let's get practical. Here's your step-by-step guide to handling this moment as a smart investor. Step 1, breathe. Seriously, panic is the most expensive emotion in investing. Gold is still up massively year over year. Silver is still up over 150% from this time last year. A $126 single-day dip on gold does not erase $383 of annual gains. Step 2, understand what dip buying actually means. Dip buying does not mean throwing your entire savings in at once. Dip buying means using a portion of your pre-planned allocation to add to your position at a lower price. The key word is pre-planned. Always decide your allocation before you see a price move. Never react emotionally. Step 3, compare today's price to the all-time high. Gold hit $5,589 in January 2026. Today, it is at $4,430. That is roughly 20% below the recent peak. Silver hit 121.67 at its highest point. Today, it is at $60.30. That is over 44% below the silver peak, according to data from JP Morgan's latest Asia Pacific Macro Conference. Silver, right now, offers more upside potential on a percentage basis than gold. That matters for your portfolio decision. Step 4, look at what the professionals are doing, not what they are saying on TV, what they are actually doing with their money. I will get to that in a moment, because what I found will shock you. Step 5, decide physical versus ETF. Physical gold and silver coins or bars give you direct ownership, no counterparty risk, no broker dependency. ETFs give you easier liquidity and simpler rebalancing. For beginners, start with a small position in a reputable gold ETF like GLD or IAU, then consider adding physical when you have built more knowledge. For intermediate investors, consider splitting 60% physical, 40% ETF. The bottom line for step 5 is simple: do something. Because doing nothing while prices are lower than they were 2 months ago is also a decision. And historically, that decision has cost people real money. Now let's talk about what is coming for the rest of 2026. Because this is where it gets unthinkable. JP Morgan, the largest bank in the United States, has set a gold price target of $6,300 per ounce by the end of 2026. That is a 42% increase from today's price of $4,139. Let me say that again. $6,300 gold by the end of this year. And that is their base case. Their upside scenario, $8,000 to $8,500 per ounce if household gold allocations rise modestly from 3% to 4.6% of assets. JP Morgan's head of base and precious metal strategy, Gregory Shearer, said this at the bank's 2026 Asia Pacific Macro Conference just recently, calling this the beginning of a potential new commodities supercycle. But JP Morgan is not alone.